Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience with this last quarter moon reading. I'm catching some morning light here, and I thought I'd do it in a slightly different atmosphere for you guys. If you hear snorting, that's my dog sleeping. So what is the last quarter moon, right? It's the period of time between the full moon, which we had on the 10th, 11th of February, and the new moon that we're approaching on the 26th of February. So this interval of time, right, going from the highest peak of energy at the full moon, leading down, descending to the new moon, the lowest peak of energy, right, the lowest output of light, is a time for digestion, right? Digestion. If you think about the full moon as a period where you eat sort of ravenously, right? You have a huge appetite, lots of energy, lots of output. Well, what happens when you eat a heavy meal? You need to nap sometimes even, right? You get sleepy, right? Your energy levels dwindle. So, after this full peak of output of energy at the full moon, we cascade into a period of nearing stillness, nearing silence, nearing complete darkness that we will see at the new moon. And during this period of time, it's most conducive for you to review what came to light during the full moon, right? Be it an ultimate culmination of some sort of intention set, or just simply the process itself, right? How did I wield my fire energy at that period of time? Was it conducive for me, right? Did I create something positive? Did I create something in line with my soul path? And if not, right, this is a beautiful time to reflect on that. So these energies will be tapping into that period of time, roughly, starting from right after that full moon to about the 26th or so. Again, energy is fluid, so there's no sort of cutoff date or anything like that. Hello, Pisces. Hope you're all fine and dandy. More than two, actually. Let's take a look here. I feel like this card wants to come out, this card wants to come out. Okay. Six cards we have here that flew out. Or that I was compelled to pull as well, all right? Let me tune in here 1 second, Pisces. Interesting. Very interesting. Why? Because you have two Wands cards sandwiching, bracketing all of the energy of your spread. You then have two Swords cards together as a pair, and then you have two Cups cards together as a pair. Okay, energetically, this is very interesting. There's a compartmentalization of some sort that I feel is taking place, okay, in terms of your elemental expression or the different aspects of your life. However it is that you're moving forward on a new journey, I feel like you're organizing something that regards it. Mother of Swords in reverse, in sort of the very center of the spread, can speak to an individual who is non-compliant with whatever it is that it's like almost like a thorn in your side, like trying to make movement, right? Trying to make movement forward progressionally through these cards. This character, if it is a person, or it simply could be your own propensity, right, to take an overly logical approach, right, one that is very fixed and funnel visioned, right, but it also could be a person. All right, and I feel this theme came out for you as well. Was it Valentine's Day or was it the full moon? One or the other. One or the other. Or maybe your March. Okay, whatever it may be, right? There was strong air energy in your midst that I felt was non-compliant. Non-compliant, right? Pisces is it's a water sign. Water, free-flowing, right? Adaptable type. Right? In a way, also open-minded, creative, very open to seeing various viewpoints. Mother of Swords, especially when in upright, but especially when it's in reverse, it's like super, super fixed, right? Nonetheless, Mother of Swords is one who is like relies heavily on what they know to know, right? It's like I know this because I know this, and because I know this, this is my view. This is my official view, and I'm looking straight at you. Do you agree with me or do you not? It's like I'm not looking at this opinion or really this opinion or that opinion. It's like really hard to get me off my perch. That's kind of the energy of this card, right? So, and she's in reverse, so it's kind of like, I'm going to hang here. I'm not going anywhere, right? Look at her. In reverse, it's like the Hanged Man a little bit, right? But in terms of a very fixed opinion, right? A very fixed opinion. So someone perhaps, or an energetic blockage of some sort, right? Again, she's right in the middle. That may throw you off a little bit in terms of, and not even throw you off, not even necessarily throw you off your course, but that right, like, okay, think of it like this. It's like, oh, okay, this is what it's like. You know, like the pendulums, right? There's some sort of contraption where you have one hanging like marble with a string or something, and then you have other strings with marbles. I don't know if this thing exists. It does in my imagination. I'm a Pisces, so go figure, right? But I think it does absolutely exist, and in some way, right? There's this contraption in which all of these marbles are attached by a string, and if one of them, right, like you pull one of them and you let it go, then that marble hits the rest of the marbles and they all are affected. Kind of like a domino effect, right? And they all come back together, but then they all move together. It's like an oscillation of energy, right? And so that's the feeling I'm getting with these cards, with this whole fan of cards, really, right? Let me show them to you. You can kind of see it, but it's a lot of cards, so. Four of Wands. Seven of Swords. Mother of Swords. Father of Cups. Five of Cups. Two of Wands. So look, Pisces, right? What I'm trying to get at here is whatever this change is, and I feel it's absolutely a change, and it has to do with the opening of your mind, it has to do with your creativity, it has to do with a new venture, right, of some sort, right? It's bracketed by Two of Wands and Four of Wands. Both are reversed though, right? But we'll get to that. Nonetheless, it's like on the end of your on the ends of your spread, it's like you're coming in with the desire to make change, to take action, fast moving energy, momentum, Pisces. You want to make change, you want to move forward, you want to tap into that very deep creative space, right? That's aligned with your soul purpose, right? Tied to vision, absolutely. Third eye chakra kind of card here, right? Nonetheless, right? Fast moving energy on either side, ready to be set ablaze. But in the middle, you have fixed, stagnant, heavy energy, right? So it's like your desire. You have the desire, you have the vision. You have the vision, you have the desire. You want to pick yourself up from all of this shit, kind of, right? That's what I'm feeling. It's like a lot of white noise. It's a lot of old energy, right? Old, past energy, difficult energy, non-compliant energy, right? You want to remove yourself. If you're like, I don't want to be on this joint pendulum with all you other marbles, right? I want to swing to my own rhythm. That's how I'm feeling, but you feel stuck to this contraption with this set of other marbles that are like throwing you off, and you're like, get out of my midst, right? It's like, I feel like you almost cannot concentrate on this because you have this going on. Okay? Pisces, yes. Look, all right? Overarching desire is to make change, is to move on a path that is conducive, that you know is going to bring you something that means something to you deeply, okay? But again, right, in the core, it's like you have to be aligned with yourself, right? When you want to make this change, you have to feel ready to do it, right? You have to feel at peace within yourself. That's really what it is, at peace within yourself, right? To align all your energies, your elements, and your forces in such a way where you can move forward in a way that is directed and competent and assured, right? But again, right, I'm feeling that it's not like someone is physically standing in your way. It's like energetically, right? You are regarding, be it these people, or these situations, or these propensities, right? These are energies within yourself that you're harboring, that you're holding on to, that you need to let go of in order to, you have to make peace with this energy before you can officially move forward with your hopes and your dreams for whatever this new beginning is. Because I'm feeling there's like a little bit of a creative block. You feel like, I can feel you, but I can't feel you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like the fog, right? I can see the faint blur of the lighthouse light, but it's like the blur of waking up from a dream. Like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? How do I move there? How do I get there? I know you're there, but I'm not fully awakened to it yet. And I'm feeling that it's because of this internal energy that needs to be, the stagnant energy that needs to be pushed through and out, right? That need the clearing of house, the detoxification from, first of all, the realization of what energy is holding you back and what remains there, right? The energetic archives, going through them. But also, right, the active transmutation of that energy, right? It's not necessarily about, getting rid of you. Bye, don't ever talk to me again. No, right? It's like we can't get rid of, even if this is an aspect of yourself. We can't like delete our intellectual mind and faculties and say, I'm only going to take an intuitive approach, or I'm only going to take this approach, or I'm only going to take action without thinking. No, right? It's about not destroying any part of you. It's just about taking that energy, right? And changing your propensity and your relationship with it. It's like, okay, right? Maybe this person is difficult, but how am I allowing them, right, to affect me and to affect the reception that I have with my vision and creativity and intuition, right? It's like, who is messing, and not, on purpose, right? It could be unconsciously. Who is sort of tweaking, right? Interrupting the signal, the frequency that I have with my intuition. So think about that, right? Think about that. And it doesn't have to be a person. It could be an object, for God's sake, right? It could be a way of self-talk even, right? So it's about really going through the energetic archives and identifying, right, where these energetic blockages lie, clearing them out, right, so that we can move forward, right? So we're aware of them and we can change them, or transmute them rather, right? So here, these are the cards that are at the center. Seven of Swords, Mother of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords upright. Kind of like. You feel at odds. You feel at odds intellectually, in terms of viewpoint, in terms of vision, in terms of even perception, right, of life, perhaps with someone or with your environment, right, with perhaps many people in your environment, and you feel like there's dissonance within your environment. You feel at odds with your environment, maybe in some shape or form, or someone, right, or within yourself. Yet again, right, again, it can be feeling like your intellectual mind gets in the way of things, right? When you look, because okay, you can be at odds with others, right? You could be at odds with others, but you can also, in a way, be at odds with yourself, right? It's sort of like, oh, I really feel this, right? I really feel I should do it like this, but technically I can also do it like that, and that's technically the way that it's done, or the way that other people do it, or other people expect me to do it, or think I should, right? It's like solidify. It's about solidifying your inner truth, getting super, super clear and solid in and of yourself, right? With what you want to do, right? Because I'm feeling that you know what you want to do, but you're not taking action on it. You're not standing up for it, in a way, is what I'm feeling, in a very publicized sort of way, right? It's like this fox feels at odds, right, in some shape or form with its environment or those around him, right? All of these swords representing thoughts. And this one sword that this fox is lying on is pointing in the opposite direction as these 6 other swords. And the fox knows that, but the fox is not saying anything. The fox is just peering out with one eye, kind of frustrated and annoyed, right? But still not willing to say anything. Not willing to stand up and be like, look, my sword is not pointing in the same direction as your swords. And I'm okay with that, right? I feel like maybe that's what needs to happen, Pisces. Maybe that's what needs to happen. There's this energy needs to be cleared out, right? It's almost like even a passive aggressiveness. Like something is bothering you, but you're and you're tired of it bothering you, and you know it's there, but you're not taking it head on. You're not actively, right, taking action with changing your relationship with whatever this energetic blockage is, or this person or environment or situation. Okay, removing yourself from it, right? That's kind of what I mean. And you're remaining at the mercy of it in a way, because look, 7 of Swords. It's like the fox, yet again, knows that in a way it's like he doesn't belong in this environment, right? He's different, right? But he's still sitting on the sword. Instead of taking a sword and moving forward with the Ace of Swords or something like that, right? Taking action in a new direction with personal beliefs, right? With confidence and vision, right? So there's a remaining within the situation that we feel uncomfortable. And so I'm feeling that there's a major clearinghouse that needs to take place with this. I'm zeroing in on my citrine cluster. Absolutely. As you move through this period, nearing the new moon, right? Entering that space of honesty, absolute honesty with ourselves and with others. Solar plexus chakra, very important for you to exercise it. I'm feeling that for you, right? It speaks to the hub, right, of our fire, really the fire, right? Your fire in terms of vision is there, but fire in terms of action, it's almost like, right, again, it's at the mercy of all this other energy. So, solar plexus chakra, I'm feeling is big for you. Look that up, and exercise is also super important. Activates the solar plexus chakra, right? Gets that fire really roaring inside of us in such a way where we're able to stand up, right, for our truth, and we don't shy, right, away from that, even if it puts us in a place of difference, right, with others. Clearing out. Moving on to these 2 cups cards on the other side. Father of Cups upright, 5 of Cups upright. Father of Cups looking over at the 5 of Cups. This could be a propensity for which you handle or are handling a past situation that was not emotionally satisfying for you, right? This is past energy. A situation that proved to be not as you expected. A situation that was not emotionally satisfying, right, at the end of the day. And the Five of Cups is almost like, look, both of these cards are kind of gray in tone, right? It's a grayscale theme that we have going on here. Father of Cups is still kind of like wants to mend the situation, wants closure with the situation, possibly even, right? It's like the Father of Cups is like swimming over at this saddened, horse on this Five of Cups card, kind of like I want to cheer you up, right? So it's like, I feel like you're trying to be emotionally mature about the situation, but you're still like focused on it. You're still consumed with it. The Father of Cups is not swimming away from the situation like this, like, okay, that happened and I'm moving on in a more mature way. It's like, I'm trying to focus on the situation in such a way where it's like, I feel like I can resolve it in some way, right? But again, this is past energy. And it's cyclical. I'm feeling it cyclical, going in a circle, right? That's really what I'm feeling. Both of these pairs of cards are kind of speaking to that, right? It's like you have no other direction but to get out of the situation and to move through this energy and to clear it out. That's what I'm feeling for you, Pisces. Right? You have to get out of the environment. You have to get out of the environment. Clear the environment, right? The energetic archives, go through them and make peace with them so that you can internalize what you are externalizing, right? Right now, this is external energy. It's like peripheral. It's like, this is what I want. This is what I technically want, but I'm not able to live it yet because this is what's still living inside of me, right? That's what I'm feeling. Turn these two cards right side up, right? Do away. Make peace with what you have to make peace with. Understand, recognize what is no longer serving you, what is holding you back, what is keeping you stagnant, right? And held down, rather than performing your truth. Taking action with your truth and moving forward, right? Both of these cards, I want to move forward. You have energy wanting to move forward like this, and then it gets trapped in this globule of stagnant energy, and then you want to move out with this, right? Movement and action forward in a very decisive way. But this central energy needs to be obliterated first. Okay. Six of Cups in reverse in the base, overlaying the Devil, overlaying the Two of Pentacles. This happens to be the same three cards that got pulled for Aquarius in their theme. I feel though that it is everything is meant to be the way that it's shuffled. However, right, there could be crossover. Right? The deck, the bottom of the deck was not fully shuffled, I believe, and that's why when I flipped it over, it was like that. But again, I feel that everything is for a reason, and if they're showing up again like this, follow that perhaps. There could be overlap in some shape or form with an Aquarius sign. Okay, so you may want to check that video out as well. Nonetheless, these three cards speaking to Six of Cups in reverse, reevaluating what makes us actually emotionally satisfied and stable, right? It's like, okay, maybe before you technically were stable in some way. Technically, right, there's a tree on this card. And you were like watering this tree with all of your emotions, right? With all of your energy, right? You really poured yourself into the situation perhaps. Or perhaps you didn't. Perhaps like you this was just simply a situation in which you felt, I am somewhat stable, right? I'm somewhat stable. But when you turn it in reverse, which it is for you, it's like, let's get really real here. Am I emotionally satisfied in the situation? Yeah, I'm technically stable. Financially stable, perhaps. You have the Devil right beneath it. Right? I'm comfortable, right? I'm in that status quo, right? But emotionally, let's look at what I'm getting back, right? I'm putting my emotions into the growth of this tree. What is this tree, right, reaping for me? What is it growing? Is it fruitful? Is it actually fruitful? Yeah, the tree is growing, right? I have a tree, I feel stable technically, but emotionally, right? What am I putting in and what am I getting out? And I think you're really redefining that. You're thinking about that closely, carefully. And again, right, the devil, right beneath it. There could have been a previous or current transitional sort of old view of what stability is and what security is, even as it regards your desires, right? Even as it regards your emotions. So it's the reconfiguration of emotional stability and satisfaction that I think is the pinnacle of this, right? Getting really clear on what it is that makes you feel stable and what you want to see produced from where you put your emotions into. Two of Pentacles right beneath the devil is like, ooh, this is very similar. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I am getting the same feeling, right? You can have the same cards and different feeling. I'm getting the same feeling similarly to that of Aquarius as well with these cards. Two of Pentacles beneath the devil, wanting to, right? Look, perhaps in the past, there was a situation where you were like, okay, technically I'm comfortable in the situation. Technically I'm surviving. Technically I feel stable and grounded, but with an emphasis, heavy emphasis on material assets, right? That defines our sense of stability. But you're like, underneath it all, you want to break free, right? You don't want all this stuff. You don't want all of this heavy, dead weight, almost is what it feels like, right? You want to redefine your stability and your sense of purpose and self in such a way that is derived from your ability to be free, to move, to act the way that you want. That speaks to your soul as an individual soul. I mean, look at this card, right? This butterfly. So contrary to these two cards, which depict heavy, heavy energy, right? Heavy, heavy energy. Heavy Pentacles energy with the devil. It's Capricorn's card. Materialism, earth, physical, tangible, down to the ground. Six of Cups. This card is like, has a tree on it. It's also kind of like Pentacles. And it's also cups. Water. Heavy. So we are like emotionally tied to this old situation or old propensity, right? Towards seeking out our desires and emotional satisfaction and maybe also material satisfaction. But now you're like, I want to rise above this old way, right? My sense of security and stability, now I feel and I want to be derived from my ability to be self-sufficient, right? My ability to feel stable just because I am stable. Me, as a soul, as a being, following my path, having that inner alliance and alignment with myself. It's that stability of self, right? The alignment of yourself. Two Pentacles, one on either wing. It's very stable. It's very much in harmony, right? It's symmetrical. There's stability within that. And the butterfly doesn't have like 10 pentacles, like sacks of pentacles on his wings. He can't fly like that, right? So the butterfly stability is not coming from things. It's not coming from accumulation, which is what we really see with these two cards, right? Even emotional stability, that's big. I'm getting that here for you. Emotional stability, right, is self-derived from purpose and path. The butterfly has a path and takes flight on a path, right? It's movement, it's action, right? By way of feeling that stability in and of themselves, all right? Wonderful. Thank you so much, Pisces. I hope this reading was helpful for you. Feel free to check your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those can provide you with further insights. I know that I resonate a lot with my moon sign. So yeah, feel free to check those signs out as well. If you don't know your signs, click the link below in the description box. Enter in your birth details. If you don't know your birth time, feel free to play around with the time a bit, although if you don't have your exact even minute, it might be a little bit difficult to gauge the signs for you, okay? It could change your ascendant, absolutely, and sometimes your moon as well. So play around with it, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Get to know yourself beyond just your sun sign, All right. I'll be back on the 26th of February with your new moon reading. And beyond that, I'll be back soon with your mid-March. So stay tuned. It should be very exciting to see how these energies move forward for you through the month. And I'll see you guys soon. All right.